Wow. 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 If you're an Arsenal fan tonight, you couldn't have literally predicted things to be any better. We have just conceded a dagger in the 93rd minute by Semenyo. Check out the match reaction because I think it's fair to say I absolutely let rip on Thomas Frank. And Manchester City have just bottled it. For the third game in a row, they come away with a draw. Fulham have also beaten Chelsea. So if you're an Arsenal fan tonight, you couldn't have picked this to be any better. We are watching a capitulation in front of our very own eyes from Manchester City. 20 plus shots on goal, 2.35 XG, 60% possession against Brighton. And as it stands right now, if Arsenal go and win tomorrow, 8 points clear. Just deep that for a minute. 8 points clear. It's absolutely astonishing what we're witnessing. I thought Man City would bounce back today, but it seems to be the same scenario that presents itself in front of their very own eyes, not taking your chances. How wasteful tonight was City in front of goal. Reinders, Foden, Silva, Doku, Haaland. And they scored a penalty. Brighton today, again, just like Sunderland, very, very good defensive performance. And they probably, on the balance of things, can count themselves fortunate because City should have won that game. But it's a results business. And a lot of that, for me, I don't understand, unless Rayan Cherki has an injury, why you're leaving your most creative player on the bench. Rayan Cherki this season, double digits for goal contributions, and has been their most creative player. Scored the winner away at Nottingham Forest. Right? Today is on the bench. Riley's on the bench. I understand he's got to make changes, but if the players are fit and they want to play, listen, that is absolutely obscene. If somehow, some way Arsenal go and win, which you imagine they probably will go and win tomorrow night, City could be in real trouble. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. The videos recently have been going absolutely obscene. If we could hit 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely glorious. And make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. As it stands right now, we are 200 subscribers away from 87,000. Without your support, with your support, that'd be greatly reached. This is the lineup. Now, first of all, I said this the other day, and I'll say it again. Kuzanov and the new centre-back they've brought back, I think it was from Watford. Is it Eleni? However you pronounce it. I think it's Eleni. Ake, Nico Gonzalez, Reinders, Foden, Silva, Doku, Haaland. So other than the centre-backs, going forward, other than Rayan Cherki, that's a very strong lineup. Doku's been good this season. Haaland, always going to score goals. Foden, Silva, Reinders. You're up against the Brighton side that is missing what? Minter, Belieber, and I think they're missing, and Welbeck's obviously not in year 11. In terms of the bench, they brought on Welbeck off the bench. Man City had all their big guns. I don't understand why Rodri and Cherki are not playing. Now, I get it. They both played. Rodri played 90 at the weekend. But for me, O'Reilly's their best left back. For me, Cherki's their best creative player. And Rodri, when he's on the pitch, his win percentage is absolutely obscene. And of course, Brighton missing a fair amount of players as well as City. Belieber, Minter's out. That defensive injuries, the Diaz and Vardy out, they need to bring in centre-backs ASAP and then go on a near-on perfect run throughout the remainder of the season if they've got any chance of winning this league title. Because at this stage of the season, if Arsenal win tomorrow, 8 points it's stupidly high. We'll get into the game in a minute. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch all the game. I've just briefly watched the highlights because I was watching the Spurs game. But look at that. They've got a Manchester derby next, who who knows? Man United are a very strange team. They could bring a result out the bag. City aren't in the best of form. Is that game actually away from home? Are they playing United away from home? They are. They have got a difficult run of games coming their way. Newcastle United away in the Cup, Man United away in the league. And do you know what's weird? I told everyone that I predicted, or made my prediction with Terry, I told everyone that I think Brighton have got something for City. And I told everyone I think Sunderland have got something from City. Chelsea getting a draw at the death. These results are killing their title race. They have just dropped 8 points. 8 points in their last 3 games. And it seems to be now that there is a way, if you play a really low block, defend as a unit, and your goalkeeper doesn't make any boo-boos, you can play against this City team. And who's to say that Man United don't do this? Who's to say that that Newcastle United don't do this? Who's to say that Spurs, we don't do that? I mean, don't even get me started on us because we're an absolute disgrace. And how Thomas Frank has not, if I don't see that guy sacked in the next 20 minutes, I'll be absolutely livid. Livid. Like, for me, yeah, I'm absolutely gutted with our recent results. But look, City go 1-0 up from the penalty. It was a long VAR check. And of course, Erling Haaland dispatches it like he always does. But it seems like at the moment, other than Erling Haaland, no one's scoring goals. Like, I think that's his first goal in 4 games. Reinders scored against Chelsea. They didn't score against Sunderland through, Rolls had a really, really good goalkeeping performance. Some would call it a masterclass. Reinders and Cherky scored away at Nottingham Forest. But where's Phil Foden? Where's Jeremy Doku? Where's Bernardo Silva? I just don't get why you leave Cherky on the bench. I really, really don't. A guy who, for me, has been, you could, other than Erling Haaland, their best player. And when you look at the momentum, look at that. What's that? A couple of minutes from Brighton. City dominate the first half. They get the goal where they bounce back, which we'll get onto in a minute. But how much momentum did Man City have? Look at the stats. I'm sorry, but you can't have 22 shots, 4 big chances, and miss all 4. No matter how you want to dress that up, you have bottled that. Brighton aren't, let's be honest, we've seen better Brighton teams than this. 4 big chances, 3 missed, 6 shots on target in 22. And a lot of that XG, 0.7 of that XG will be from the penalty. So, for me, listen, that is absolutely catastrophic. It really, really, really is. It's a massive shift in the Premier League title race. If Arsenal, for whatever reason, go out there and win tomorrow, that is arguably the biggest one of the season for them. Mitoma, it's a fantastic goal from him. And you know what? He hasn't been in the best of form this season. Hasn't scored that many goals. They get back into the game. And at that point, you're thinking, when they equalise, which is bang on the hour, I sat there and thought, when it flashed up my phone, yeah, they're in trouble. Because I don't see this Man City team like we've seen other teams. I don't see them going out there and scoring a huge amount of goals. Because in recent form, they're really not firing on all cylinders, are they? Let's just call it for what it is. They're not. So, for me, I look at this right now. They have got to act this January market. They've brought in Semenyo, they need to bring in a centre-back. And it looked like there was frustration today. Donnarumma booked. Guardiola booked. Take nothing away from Mitoma's finish because it is a really, really good finish. But as it stands, they are 5 points behind Arsenal. And Arsenal still have to play. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. If Arsenal win tomorrow against Liverpool, I don't see this current Manchester City team. I don't see them clawing it back. I really, really don't. I look at that Arsenal team right now. If they can win 2 or 3-0 tomorrow or 2-0, they'll have better goal difference. One more games, there'd be 8 points clear. They've won 5 in a row. City have drawn their last 3. Something isn't clicking. And if you're going into that Manchester derby next week with Kuzanov and with Ake as your centre-backs, I can see United getting something from that game as well. I really, really can. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I look at it right now in terms of this season. I don't see this City team winning trophies. They're not as clinical as we've seen them. Other than Erling Haaland, I think they're second highest goal scorers on, 7? And you've seen City teams before where Mahrez has been in double digits, Foden's been in double digits, Aguero's been in double digits. I don't see, other than Shaky and Foden, anyone at this moment in time capable of getting double digits. Marmoush is away on international duty. Semenyo's going to come in. Unless he has an unbelievable run throughout the range of the season, they have got to be near on perfect between now and May. And I like looking at City's next 7, 8, 9 games. I personally don't see it. Like, knowing us, we'll probably do Arsenal a favour and beat them as well. Man United, who knows? Wolves, look, they'll beat Wolves. They'll beat Bodo. They'll beat Galatasaray. After that, they've got Newcastle, Liverpool, Fulham, Newcastle again. Leeds are battling for their lives. Who knows? Make sure you let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. I'm out.